Morning, and welcome to another episode of What I Do. This morning, brought to you by Storm Kira. It's a touch windy. I mean, this is a British storm we're talking about, so it's not that bad. So, mostly, the wind just sounds a lot worse than it actually is. It's not raining that heavily, but it does sound very windy, and there's lots of warnings of power lines and trees down, but I haven't seen too much evidence of that yet. But I guess we'll see once we get out on the road. There is nobody out on the road. But I'm going to go and pick up Emma. So this is a different Emma, not my wife Emma. I don't need to go and pick up my wife Emma, I live with her. So Emma Deegan is a friend of mine who, she is a PT and ballet dancer, and she's wanting to create a YouTube series on Barre Technique, B-A-R-R-E, which is, from what I can work out, essentially what you get if you cross pilates and ballet. It's probably the easiest way to describe it. And there seem to be quite a few people on YouTube, or there are a few, it's not that popular on YouTube. And so I thought this was probably quite a good niche to go for, because there are a few people that are doing barre on YouTube, but not that many. Most of the people doing barre on YouTube are doing far more functional based barre, whereas I think she really wants to highlight the ballet side of it, which is quite interesting. So yeah, she really wants to work on the ballet side of barre to be able to emphasize where it comes from. So yeah, that's what we're going to go and do. We've got a beautiful studio lined up, which hopefully should not be too horrendously noisy in the wind and the rain, in Farnham, called Farnham House Garden Studio, I think. Check on that. It's quite windy. But I'm going to go and pick up Emma now, and then we're going to go and take her to, we're going to go to the studio and start recording. So let's go on the way. Right, so Emma's got everything set up, I've got everything set up, she knows what she's doing. This is Farnham House, Farnham Museum, Garden House, I think. Considering that the whole thing is pretty much windows, it's actually much quieter in here than I thought it was going to be, particularly with Storm Kira going on outside. It is a little bit echoey, so although I've tried my best with an echo reduction plate for the microphone, all of this bit is not very good for that. So I've got about a square foot of echo reduction compared to a whole lot of feet of echoey goodness, which I'm worried about less for this video to you guys, but more about for Emma's video. But because it's a fitness video, we'll probably put some music over the top of it, and the talking becomes slightly less important. So we will see. Yeah, it's nice. It's the sort of place I quite like in my garden. Right, Emma, come and introduce yourself. Just change your top. This is Emma.
Hello.
And she's going to be doing the classes today, so you excited?
I'm nervous and excited.
So this is kind of your first time that you've done filming it. Have you tried filming anything at home before? Have you tried?
No, very not like this, not talking to the camera. I think the camera thing is sort of it freaks me out a little bit.
Camera's fine. I made sure the camera was short.
Okay.
So it's less intimidating. See?
I get it, but I'm on the floor.
Yeah, that's also why I made it short. That's actually, I didn't make it short so it was less intimidating. I made it short because you're going to be on the floor, so it would look weird if it was just looking down at you. Yeah, this is definitely a much simpler shoot. I was just showing Emma some of the stuff that I did with the Downward Dog previously, where we had 5 cameras and one angle we didn't even use.
See that would just freak me out too much.
But then Doug is a stuntman, so Doug is used to be on camera. So it is interesting just how I was worried about bringing the lights and the micro, because that does immediately just give that little bit extra. Yeah. But you were impressed by the lights, so that's
I was very impressed. I think it might have added to that. Oh, cool. No, we got this. We got this.
You got this. So you ready to do the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let me just go and check everything's set up.
Okay. Is this good?
That's good. So basically, if your feet are going to be there, if you lie back, just check like that. So that's where you want to be. So that's the centre of you. Always wants to be roughly where your arm is now. Right.
Oh, clever. You have tape.
Yeah, duct tape. Everyone has to have duct tape. If you don't have duct tape, what the hell have you done to your feet?
I know, they're horrible. This is ballet. This is some coaches and stuff as well.
X
marks the spot.
So literally, that's your mark for here.
That's my hips and my bum usually.
Yeah.
So on my side, my hips.
So we know that your focus is all good there.
Yeah. It'd be better if you're not watching me, to be honest.
That's why I'm here for.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. That's your action. Do you want me to act? Yeah.
I'm not sure if I want to.
Okay. 5, 4, 3.
Just behind this.
There's a little look here. I'll sit here and be
only initially, anyway.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going to get over this soon, don't worry. 2 minutes. I'll get over this. This is Shift with Emma. Today I'm going to be running you through a 10 to 15-ish minute abs and sort of mini glute workout, just to really fire everything up, fire the core up, get the glutes working, get the glutes lifted. All you need, floor, no chair at this point. I'm going to be doing lots of other bar classes where you'll have a chair and option of a mat, or if you've got a carpet, whatever, just floor. But this one, super simple, 10-15 minutes, abs and glutes. Okay, so coming down onto your back, take it to your hollow body. Come back up, reach towards the toes, extend away, hollow body. Again, focus on that breath, exhale on the hardest part, exhale on that reach, and squeeze. Good, try and see if you can get a little bit more open now into the hips. For 5. Good, for 4. Final 3. You've got 2, glutes are starting to burn. On 1, I want you to hold it there, and I want you to pulse this knee back an extra inch. So tiny little halfway pulses, push. And you are done. Okay.
Your video will look great. It will look absolutely look. The thing I can guarantee you, because it's YouTube, somebody will hate it.
Oh, sure.
Because there are always people out there on YouTube that will think whatever you do. There will be people that will criticise the sound because it's a bit echoey in here. And it's fine. But do you need it to be absolutely pure to be able to enjoy your workout? There will be people that will criticise that you're wearing too many clothes, you're not wearing enough clothes. There will always be somebody that criticise it, and that's because it's YouTube, and that's because, frankly, there are people with far too much time to be able to spend time criticising others.
Yeah, definitely. You only need to do like 2.
I'll have explained what the control and the function classes are, because they're my 2 types of. So this is going to be a control, bar based. Yeah, okay. Can you just. Okay. Can you not? This is going to be one of our control sessions, so more bar based, core and glutes workout, 15 minutes. Let's go. Control being bar based stuff that's controlled, more controlled. Function being your sort of functional training, more sort of HIIT and just generic body conditioning.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
Is I can now put that into videos so people can go and see your channel. Because this is all about launching your channel as well.
Maybe take out the generic. This is going to be generic body conditioning. It's going to be no different to anything else on the market.
So I think we're mostly nearly done. This has been quite an interesting look at how you film with somebody who has never filmed before. So I have filmed Emma ages ago. So I filmed her teaching a class, but essentially she just needed to teach the class as she normally did, and I worked around her. So she didn't have to feel like she was performing for the camera, she was just performing for her students as she normally does. This is a different experience, and so actually performing to camera, not having feedback from an audience. If you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, just do it. Starting a vlogging channel is a challenge, it is hard. Like talking to the camera, if you go back and look at some of my early videos, actually I think the first dozen or so videos I put up, I'm not really in them, it's just me making long photographs of things. And then I started talking to the camera, and I enjoy doing it. I do enjoy talking to the camera, so it's really good fun. I get a lot of pleasure out of it. I get to do exciting things and record them. But just because I do it, just because Peter McKinnon and Thomas Heaton and PewDiePie and James Popsis and all these sorts of people talk to the camera, doesn't mean you have to. There are so many YouTube videos and YouTube channels and YouTube styles out there that don't even require talking, let alone you talking to the camera. So you see plenty that people talk from behind the camera, do voiceovers, but also there are some beautiful channels out there where nothing is ever said. That actually it's all just beautifully filmed. Sometimes not beautifully filmed, sometimes it's just a record of a process. And so if you are a quilter, if you are a blacksmith, if you are an artist, a painter, whatever you're doing, a dancer, just actually recording what you're doing and putting it out there. Recording what you're doing can be a really important thing. And actually, if you love doing it, that will come across really nicely on the video. Far more so than if you're just good at talking. You can talk really eloquently about something that you don't love, and it will be quite... Now the GoPro is interrupting me as well. But you can talk eloquently about something that you don't necessarily love, and it will be so much more clear than if you talk in a way that you don't necessarily feel is beautifully eloquent about something that you're passionate about, and your passion will come through. So yeah, there is no reason to not start a YouTube channel other than you simply don't want to. Like, that's a perfectly valid reason. If you don't want a YouTube channel, don't get a YouTube channel. But I think if you're interested, don't let all the excuses that you come up with in your head stop you from doing it.
Oh.
Right, so we finished filming. We kind of got... Oh, we didn't quite get kicked out at the end, to be honest. Like,
I mean, questionable.
Yeah, we were meant to finish at 11:30.
We were being not so subtly pushed out.
Yeah, we were meant to finish at 11:30. We actually finished at about 11:40, and we were packing up. And as we were packing up, people were loading up the next one, which is not really being pushed out. It's just kind of a
gentle reminder
nudge
that we were a little bit overdue.
Now, remind me, I've said the name of where we were wrong about 8 times. It's Farnham Museum Garden Gallery.
Yeah.
Okay, I keep calling it the Garden House, and I was calling it Farnham House Garden Gallery.
No,
okay.
no.
Farnham Museum Garden Gallery.
Yeah.
Really nice space. If you're in the Surrey area and you want somewhere to be able to film or practice, or they do yoga, they do teaching there. That's very lovely.
Hit me up. I'll probably sell some classes there.
Yeah. So yeah, this has been Emma, Shift with Emma. So I'll make sure there's links to her YouTube channel and stuff in the video below. But yeah, go and check her out. Check out her Instagram channel as well. It's
At Shift with Emma.
Yeah, at Shift with Emma. It's recently changed. It was
Emma Deegan PT.
Yeah,
For
but now
those of you
Shift
used
with
to know.
Emma. But yeah, I think there's going to be some interesting stuff going on there. So yeah, if you want to do some bar-based workouts, if you want to do some just general functional workouts, fantastic for that. And if you're not sure what bar is, then it's probably a good place to start. I often say it like with yoga. I think doing yoga online, doing yoga with YouTube first, so that at least you know when, if you go to a class and someone says downward dog, you at least know what a downward dog is.
Yeah.
So actually, if they want to do
basics.
some basics with you,
Yeah.
so they know what's going on before coming to a class with you,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah,
I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself.
we'll see what's going on. Right, let's get home. Okay.
Bye.
I missed it.